Hi guys, it's Fredrina with Trinity Professional Group, and I'm back for our Trinity 10. Today is Tuesday. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I did. Of course, it just didn't last as long as I needed to. But we're back at it today, and of course, we're going to be looking into another business topic. On last week, we spoke about SOPs and KPIs and why they're important and how they can help us scale or readjust prior to scaling to make sure we are being efficient, as well as motivating our employees to go with us to that next level. So that was last week's videos. Be sure to check them out. They are very informative, and I feel like you can take a tidbit from it. Even if you're just starting out, you'll still realize what's important to you and how to check on that, measure that, and then reinforce it once you do get more employees. So it's a good series of last week's videos. So for today, we're actually going to talk about how you got to that production phase or how you got to your servicing phase. We're going to talk about the clarity you had to gain in order to be in your industry that you're in now, and then niche down with the specialty that you offer. So for me, I wanted to talk about kind of like Trinity and use Trinity as an example for you. There are a lot of business consultants. I'm realizing now that it is a pretty saturated market, and there are so many nuances to it or niches to it where people have their level of expertise. So for me with Trinity Professional Group, my industry would be business, the business sector, and my title would be consultant. But what makes me different is that I'm an infrastructure consultant, right? The infrastructure part is my niche. I only focus on infrastructure and also business strategy, but for this example, we'll leave it with infrastructure. I'm an infrastructure consultant. So that's my niche. Those are the people that I serve, and those are the people that will then become my target market. So within infrastructure, it's going to require people who are looking to set up their standards, who are looking to set up their SOPs, who are looking to set up the flow of their office, their invoicing, their order fulfillment, whether it's the front end of their processing or the back end of their processing. I'm your girl at Trinity Professional Group. I set up everything so that business owners can truly be hands off and become more visionary with their business. So that's what I do, is infrastructure. So with knowing that, my target market is going to be either businesses who are just starting, businesses who have a few employees and need to set up SOPs and procedures, or businesses that are already doing very well and big, medium to large size companies, upwards of 100 to 200 employees, and they need to revamp. If you need to revamp your procedure or revamp your flow, then that's where Trinity Professional Group comes in. And knowing and being clear on what my expertise is allows me to market, or at least fill in the people or potential clients on what it is that I do and why they would need my services. So knowing who my target market is a major issue when it comes down to marketing. A huge part of being a small business or a business who's seeking to scale to that next level, a big part of that is your advertising. If I'm going to advertise as an infrastructure consultant, I need to know exactly who I'm going to. Since I know I'm going to companies who are either just starting or looking to revamp, I now have what that person would look like, or what that business owner would look like, and how I can speak directly to that person, right? So your target market is the set of people or subset of people who you wish to serve with either your service or your product, and you know that they're going to buy because it serves a need for them. So that's your niche. So when I move forward, I want to make sure that I'm not advertising to people who either don't have a business, or people who are looking for a tax consultant, who are looking for, financial consultant, who are looking for something other than what I do, right? So it's not that I'm excluding the people who need those services. It's just not something that I offer. And as I talk about all the time, again, you don't want to spend so much money on advertising and then not have that customer come in and recoup that cost that you've put out, because as entrepreneurs, we are spending a lot of money already investing in our dreams. So you don't want to pump out money on advertising for people that aren't going to give you the return that you're looking for. So with knowing my niche, I now know how to speak to them and what they need, and then also to curtail what I provide to them in a way that will get their attention, and also show them that I'm going to fill their need. Not just be another bill, another burden. I'm going to show them exactly how I can fill their need. So if I have a marketing campaign, I wouldn't put cowboys in my marketing. If I have a marketing campaign, I probably wouldn't have a horse. If I had a marketing campaign, there would be no clowns. There would be no, I don't know, makeup artists. There would be none of those things because they don't relate to what it is that I do. Unless I'm shooting a makeup artist as a client who has a niche, and then I'm teaching them, how to do their advertising bit or what needs to be included in their advertising for clear messaging, right? That's the only time you would see that from me. But I want you to be clear on what it is you offer, or find a way to at least bundle that within an industry. So home healthcare in general is really blowing up right now. So let's say you have a home healthcare business and you call it Green's Home Healthcare Medical Group, just to be generic. So if you call it that, one can assume based on the name that you do home health care and you have some sort of medical certification to allow you to do that home health care and fulfill the medical side, whether it's administering medication, whether it's doing insulin shots at home or any other sort of intravenous medicine, changing a colostomy bag or a catheter or something like that. Whatever those things are that you do within home health, one can assume that those are within that specific business name or that realm that you've come up with your business name for. So whenever you advertise, you wouldn't want someone necessarily fully healthy running out in the park. You wouldn't want children who are running. You wouldn't want adults who are running, because that goes against the message. That goes against your niche. That goes against your target audience, your target market, who you want to gain as a customer. It goes completely against that. So you want to make sure that you are clear, and then you market towards that clarity, because you know exactly who it is you want to service a need for or fill a need for. And then that way you recouping the best you can on your marketing, because now you know that it either reached them or a part of that marketing didn't reach them in a way that made them want to become a customer. So you can go back and reconfigure because you've had clarity. You can go through the metrics. You can review your KPIs. You can review your impressions. You can review your plays on social media, all of those things, because you know exactly where you sent it, why you sent it to that demographic. And then when they don't respond in the way that you need to, you now know what you need to tweak. You know what it's going to take now, because you're clear on where you're headed. And that's a major deal when it comes down to your businesses. A lot of people have multiple talents. A lot of people have multiple areas that they're good in. For instance, myself, I was in accounts payable and receivable, and even did international accounts payable, where I was changing currencies, doing all sorts of Excel sheets, reading invoices in different currencies, figuring out what the market was as the currencies changed for that specific day with a converter, all of those things. But that's not what my business is. So in my clarity of knowing exactly what my business is and what I offer, I'm not confusing my clients. So I don't have to confuse them when I add something extra in my marketing or add something here in my advertising. I'm not going to confuse them. I need my target market to know you connect with me based on this niche, and your connection with me is to have a need fulfilled. And I can fulfill that need due to my expertise in this specific area. That's what your target market needs to hear. That's how you gather them in. That's how you reel them in. You need this, I offer this. And once you're clear, they're clear on what they need. Not saying there won't be outliers. There may be a time where I need a horse in a video. There may be a time where I need a clown or a makeup artist in a video. But for the most part, my outreach is going to be for business owners. My outreach is going to be for people who are, like I said, looking to revamp if they're already a big company and have a lot of employees. That's where my target market is going to be. So once you know your niche, your subset of people you wish to service with your expertise, from there, you now know who you are going to service from that point. I know exactly where I am, so I know who I need to attract and service in that area. So at Trinity Professional Group, of course, we offer these services and help you set up a clear path and strategy on how to impact your target market. Visit trinityprofessionalgroup.com. I'm always available to take consultations, and we'll set something up to speak on this. Again, we're heading into Q4, you guys. If there's something you need to revamp, if there's something you need to redo, if there's something you want to look into for Q1 in January, be sure to reach out. I'm an open book, and I love helping with business tips. I love small businesses, but I also love medium and large businesses, because you're never too big to go to that next level. So again, I'm Fredrina with Trinity Professional Group, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Have a good one.